Do you struggle to break from your bad habits? You don't break a bad habit, you only replace it with another bad habit or a good habit. You can't just stop a bad habit and expect good things to happen. It takes a conscious and deliberate effort to replace a bad habit with a good habit. Now, first of all, what is a bad habit? A bad habit is something which do not give the result you want, you wish, you desire. You want a particular result, you will not get it. And if you see what is the reason I did not get a good result, the result I want, behind that is a bad habit. So first, you need to understand what a bad habit is. And how can you get rid of a bad habit? See, if you take away a bad habit, there is vacuum. And you know, nature abhors vacuum. There is no vacuum in nature. If some space is emptied, another energy rushes in. So if you take away a bad habit, another habit rushes in. That another habit can again be another bad habit or a good habit. So now once you recognize that there is a bad habit, that is very important. And sometimes there are habits you don't even realize. You need a psychoanalyst to realize, to make you realize that. See, once you start getting, there was one person who was asking. See, when I talk to the people, I start off well. But after 1 minute, my face turns out like I have an attitude. I can feel that. And the other person also feels it. And then he starts looking at me. See, this fellow got an attitude. And he stops talking and goes away. And I feel bad about that. I don't want it, but why do I behave like I have an attitude? So for this, there is something hidden. There is a background for this kind of behavior. You have realized you don't want it, but you can't identify what is giving you this kind of face or feel like you have an attitude. Some things you can realize. You're not getting good marks. You know it. If you say what I would recommend is sit down and say why I did not get a good grade. Behind that, there are some habits. You're watching TV late into the night. You're sleeping late and waking up late. What would be the result? Eventually that results in a bad grade. So how to get rid of it? So you take a paper, see, this is the result I want, this is the result I got, and I did not get it. So why did I not get it? Please sit down with a piece of paper, write it down. What would be the possible? You know them, right? If you sit, you will realize. Some you can realize. So you write it down. So because of this. But I tried, I am not able to get rid of it. So what is the opposite of that behavior? See, what is the opposite? I am watching late into the night. I just can't help. I am just attracted to that. Automatically my behavior has become a habit without any realization. Automatically I go home, put my bag down, take my remote, switch on the TV, sit before that and just watch it continuously. Or I go home, immediately when the phone gives that beep ting, I open my phone and I start scrolling the social media, goes on and on and on. I can't help it. Now what is the behavior you want? Write it down. So how deliberately, how can you get rid of this? Write it down. Step 1. When I go home, I realize I will take my phone and put it away. I take my remote and put it away in a place where it would be difficult to take it. It takes at least 3-4 steps to go and take, not just immediately there on the teapot. And now the negative one, take it out. The positive one, read it again and again. Every day read it, write it, till it gets lodged into your mind. Till it gets into the treasury of your subconscious mind. And then one day, suddenly you realize you are doing all the positive things because the negative things lacked the nourishment they want and they died out. So this is one way of getting rid of your bad habit. First of all, realize you have to replace it with a good habit. Second one, first of all, sit down and know what your bad habit is and how it is giving you bad result. And third one, write it down. Follow these 3 steps and you can get rid of your bad habits.